shiny from the gym. Here we go.
Oh, yes, me
Okay.
too.
Let me see. Yeah, it comes straight from. I just recorded that video clip. Literally the same bun and everything.
Yes, I saw that.
Okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
I was
Clicking
thinking
live.
also.
Okay, you can just talk a little. I'm gonna check the sound. Just
Talk a little.
perfect.
Hello, episode 29. I like that number.
Let me see.
Yes. And
Hold on.
bringing, yes.
Hold on. Let me lower the volume just a little bit. Okay, I think it sounds good.
Hello.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, guys. We are back with Facts with Maaxx. We got episode 29 today. Perfect. If anybody, I actually haven't said this in a while. If anybody hear anything weird on the sound, please let me know. But it sounded good to me, so I think we're good. And today we're gonna do a little bit of breathing together. So this is Carla. She is a breathwork coach and an exosomes expert, but that's a different topic, a different day. And yoga, Ayurveda certified, and people have met you before because you've been on before. And she does really good breathwork classes, courses, training. So I wanted to have her on today and do breathing live. So welcome back.
Yeah, thank you, Max. Yes, I'm very excited. Always excited to be here.
Yeah.
So,
What are we gonna breathe with today? We're gonna start the live today with breathing together. You guys should, if you can, watch, breathe along with us. Um, Actually, let me ask you this: if let's say somebody's driving their car, can they do this, or would you have to?
well, yes, they can. They are different techniques, the breathing
Mhm,
techniques. So if you are in the car, you just, for example,
mhm,
focus on how you are breathing, with which part of your body are breathing, and start to drive the car and start to breathe and make your air go to the lower part of your lungs, to your
mhm,
belly. So just doing that and be conscious of that, or where your inhalation goes. So that is just that is a good technique when you are, yes, and you can do it, yes. Uh,
perfect.
right
Okay,
in your,
guys, if you're
right
listening
in your
when you're
car.
driving, you can do it. Just don't close your eyes.
Yes, yes, that I might say. And also you can, well, at some point count and retain the air, because also in all the breathing work, the retention of the air inside and outside,
Mhm,
also with the lungs empty or with the lungs full of air,
mhm,
both different ways are really, really good for the breathing work. So at the time that you are driving, you can practice that, and it's better to go um, uh, for example, 5 times inhalation,
mhm.
retention a little more, maybe the double, and exhalation a bit longer. Always the exhalation is a bit longer, so you can, yes,
Mm.
change total the composition of your air in your lungs. So yes, you
Perfect.
can do it when you are driving. No, maybe, well, I prepared one today because we were this specific life is for calm the mind more,
The
or
mind.
focus
That's
the mind.
what I need.
So I prepare more that one. So this is, yes, not good. Well,
Okay. What
you can do some
what's the
adaptation.
breathing
Yeah.
called that we're doing today? What's the name?
This is the Brahmari Pranayama.
Right, you'll have to spell
Uh,
it later so I get it right. Or how do you spell it? If somebody wants to look it.
yeah, it's
Mhm.
Bhramari.
Perfect. And you said to calm the mind. So does it make you sleepy or just calm?
Not really. This one is for when you have that lot of thoughts that
Mm,
come to your mind. You are in like, I need to stop this. I need to stop my mind. I need
mhm,
just to, okay, shut up.
Okay. That sounds like my breathing technique.
Good. So that is for that situation, or to clarify really the mind and to stop your thoughts for a little time and
Mm.
start to focus in one specific thing that you have to resolve at that specific moment. And you are maybe very anxious with lots
So
of things
a
at the
little bit of
same time.
focus too. Calm the mind, a
Exactly.
little focus.
So that is for that is good the primary pranayama.
Perfect.
That is
I know you
an
told
amazing.
me before that you wanted to have a little sound on for it, right? Did you want to, or is it on? No, I can't hear it. You wanted to put a
Yes,
on, right?
it's on. I don't
Oh,
know if
I
you
couldn't
can
hear.
hear, but I always do my breathing work with the tempura sound,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very
Mm-hmm.
ancient sound, and we
Mm-hmm.
use always for concentration and doing the yoga and
Mm-hmm.
the asanas and the breathing work and meditation. So that the frequency calms the mind also. So
Mm.
I always use that.
Perfect.
So, and well, when you start breathing, it's good to always be aware of your position, how you are sitting,
Yep.
that you are really sitting on your, in English, is ischions, yes, the bones where you really,
Like a yoga pose, right?
yeah. No, it's not have to
No?
be the yoga pose. You can sit in a chair,
Uh,
but the only thing when you are breathing is your spine have to
mm-hmm.
be with all. It's not strange. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it has. You have to leave your spine have all their how it's called
You don't want me to straighten up? You want to
con-
relax or straight?
Yes, it's just realized with all the chords,
Mm-hmm.
yes, with all the proper chords.
Mm-hmm.
So you leave your spine, but in a line with all the
I
spine cord.
don't want to sit like this, basically. I want to sit
Yes, like that.
yeah,
Yes.
in the middle. Mm-hmm.
So from the upper part of the hair to
Mm-hmm.
the bones that you are sitting on, yes, have to be yes, align, but the span has the proper course. Yes, it's not that you are forced like this. It's like, yeah, in a good, and your shoulders are relaxed, and also your mandible is relaxed,
Mm-hmm.
and the first thing is just to connect with your body.
Mm-hmm.
Close the eyes, connect with your body, and feel how your body is at this moment and how you are breathing at this moment. That is the first thing to start to connect with your breathing every time that you start the breathing practice. And how is your breath, with which part you are breathing more, from the chest, from the belly, that it expand more the chest, the belly, and try to do more belly breathing on the lower
Mm-hmm.
part of your lung. And from that, well, once you are aware of all this, well, start the practice that you choose to practice at
Mm-hmm.
that time. And also, when you start practicing, maybe you have just 5 minutes. I have a technique that I use for not to start to thinking another thing, and your 5 minutes just gone on thinking, and you were not aware of what you were doing for your breathing practice. So the technique, the mind can be focused on a thinking and another thing. So what I do is to concentrate in the yes and on my nose, in the point of my nose. So I focus all my mind on that, and every time that I go for a whatever thought, I back to that point, and also the nostrils, and feel the air that enter and go out from the nostrils. That maintains your mind focused. That is for focus. And the technique, the primary, that we can start if we now are sitting in a correct position with our spine in the correct position, and I have explained with all the curves and in a line. We can just, with this technique, we are going to use our fingers and we are going to cover, but later. I want first you to hear me.
Yeah.
We are going to close our ears, yes, with the fingers, and what we are going to do is to produce a V sound. So when we close our eyes and first inhale, and when we breathe out, we do this sound, this V sound, and that, if we repeat that from 10 times, for example, and after that we stop and just start to focus on our natural breathing and how our mind is after that vibration on our head, we are going to discover that our thoughts were more calm, that we can think more properly, we can focus more on the thing that we want to focus. Um, so for this technique, as I say, we start relaxed, sitting in the correct position. We are going to put the fingers in our ears.
I'll do this.
And first we exhale all the air out. And now breathe in and take the air to your belly. And start to do a V sound like and again. Inhale. Again. Last time.
I cannot breathe out as long as you do. That's for sure.
When you finish, put your hands on your shoulder, on your knees, and just breathe in and out and concentrate in your breathing and what you feel in your head after that vibration is powerful.
It's very interesting. So I do a lot of breathing work for the MMA training, but it's kind of the opposite because you're breathing in pretty quickly and then you're breathing out very long.
Yeah.
While when I'm training, it's the opposite. I breathe in for kind of long and we breathe out super fast. So it's the complete up. That's how I realized, oh wow, breathing out
Yes,
long.
that
That's
that is,
something to do.
yes, that
Mhm.
is that is another technique, another way, but for another
Mhm.
purpose.
Yes.
Yes, that's activate. There is in for example another for activate, and what I use in the morning
Mhm.
is the uh, Kapalabhati.
Mhm.
Kapalabhati is more or less what you say.
Mm-hmm.
so that I the exhalation is very fast and repetitive,
Yeah.
and that activates the body. So when you
Mm-hmm.
are, yes, training and fighting, you need to activate the body through the breathing. So that technique, yes, in that way, yes, the exhalation is more fast. But for relax the mind and in at night before
Mm-hmm.
to sleep, it's good to let the like an anuloma viloma, which is or nadisodhana with retention.
Mm-hmm.
There's another technique that I practice before to go to sleep, and that, well, you do the retention, and after that, very slow, you just
Mm-hmm.
let
I mean,
the air
practice,
go.
practice.
So that relax. When the breathe out, the
Mm-hmm.
exhalation is more, yes, fast.
Mm-hmm.
That activate, yes, and also, well, it had to be also with the different retention that you do. When you are practicing breathing before the fight, you do some retention of the air
Yeah.
in and out,
Well, I
in or out.
yeah, well, I
Yes, I know that you
or
practice.
because we do it while we're fighting. So as I'm fighting, I do like that's how you
Yeah,
punch, right? So
yeah,
not to say that. So when I train, no matter what I do, if I sprint with a bike or I do jump rope or whatever it is, I breathe very, very slowly. Either I breathe through my nose only, and we were talking about it earlier today,
that's
so training.
yes,
I either just breathe through my nose if I can, and then as I get more tired, I do
yes,
like that's how I do my entire workout. So I
yeah,
practice that because that's how when you are fighting or when you're training, you don't want to start breathing with your mouth because you're gonna tire.
yeah,
And that's also how
yeah,
you slow down your pulse, which we were talking about
hmm,
here today too. I said if you
yeah,
do a hit workout or something crazy and your heart is going bananas, right? To slow it
mhm,
down, you want to actually push yourself a little bit, use the breathing to slow it down. So I'm training one day with my coach and I am exhausted. I'm like, oh God,
yeah,
this. So he comes over to me and he was like, "Are you okay?" And he put his hand on my pulse. He's like, "Oh wow, you're fine already." I'm like, "Yeah, I just
yeah,
my pulse is down again." We're talking seconds.
yeah.
I can get my pulse to go down so we can start again. I'm like, I don't need a long break. I just need a quick break. So,
Yes, yeah, yes. If you yes, and the nose is the organ for breathing, not the
mm-hmm,
mouth. So
mm-hmm,
as much as you can breathe for the mouth in and out. Also, when you are training,
mm-hmm,
better. It's more difficult. Yes, when you are, yes, in a
mm. So let me ask you,
I,
sound.
yes.
You're still, are you breathing out through your nose still? You're,
Oh yes,
mm-hmm,
thank you. I was thinking yes to say that. What I do is to make the the vibration go to the upper part of my palatar. Yes, it's on or I can say yes to my hair to my the how it's called uh, up
upper,
to my
mm-hmm,
hair
mm-hmm,
to my head.
yeah,
So it's like sometimes I also use I close, yes, the glottis,
mm-hmm,
yes, on the back. So I elevate a bit the tongue, so then the vibration can go more, yes, on the upper palatal. So it's
mm-hmm,
there, and you
mm-hmm,
feel here for that reason that resonates in your brain, and your brain just calm with that.
mm-hmm. So the breathing we did just now, we did 10 times, you said. Is that the
Ye-
recommended amount you think somebody should do? Just 10 times?
yes, five, yes, five,
Mm-hmm.
10 is, yes, that is good for a start.
Yeah.
More, well, when you are more training, it's better to
Mm-hmm.
go just not count, just, yes,
Yeah.
with time, yes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can be like that, and after that you are like in another
You,
world. With all the time breathing like this, your
yeah.
mind is like,
So you can just do this whenever you feel like you want to calm down your mind a little bit.
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, to calm down the mind. when I
When
become,
do
yeah.
you usually do this? When do you use this technique? Like a scenario, like when you are at work, or do you do it when you wake up, or
Yes.
how do
Well,
you?
yes, more at work, or when I in a period that I have lots of, yes, in the middle, most in the middle of the day when I have,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Well, I organize my day during the morning. Yes, at
Mm-hmm.
some point more things are coming. Yes, more mail, more things, unexpected things, and I have to, yes, reorganize. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? It's okay. So I just stop
Mm-hmm.
and do this. And after that, it's like, okay, what I have here. And I start, yes, I say, okay, yes. And I don't know, the mind start to be more relaxed, and you can start to see the solutions in front of you, that maybe before that you have like, what I do with all this, you couldn't. So
Yeah.
at that point it's like, okay, oh, look at this, or yeah, or I can make this person to, yes, to delegate this to this person, and I can continue with this. And I don't know, my day just start to be more organized after that kind of things happen in the middle of the day, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I can just continue more relaxed. Yes.
Actually, do you know where this? So the breathing technique we just did now. Do you know any of the history? Do you know when did somebody come up with this? How old is it?
Well, all those techniques are all those techniques are in the Vedas,
Mm-hmm.
so that comes from the most ancient book, scriptures,
Uh-huh.
really, in the world. Well, most of religion also come from that, from the Vedas.
Wait, how do you
Uh,
let me scriptures? Vedas?
Vedas, yes, Veda,
Vedas.
Vedas. And
Mm,
also the Ayurveda is there, and you have also all the, different books from the
Veda.
Hinduism, but also,
Is it
different religions come from there.
the Vedas? Sometimes called
Yes, Vedas.
religious text. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put it in the caption if somebody wants to read about it.
Yeah, and they are
Mhm.
all the scriptures are in Sanskrit,
Uh-huh.
and they were also,
Yeah,
well,
it says it here.
not open to
Mm,
all the society, but little by
yeah.
little that were, and also translated in different words. So most of the yoga that we know now and the philosophy come from those ancient books.
Mm,
And there are different pranayamas and different techniques that, they are from the different, what is it called, from the different, um, let me say, lineage of
mm-hmm.
the yoga, because from the Vedas, well, some people start to interpret this in one way or another, and take what techniques another,
Mm-hmm.
and make some, because those books has thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
So during that time, lots of things happen. But we can still find, and this is what I'm trying to find, the more pure knowledge. And
Mm,
the pranayama are more or less pure, and more, well, the lineage that I follow, which is the tantric lineage, which is not the tantric that we have here in Occident. Is the tantric lineage is more come from the Vedas,
mm-hmm.
and from, they are the more ancient uh, books, which is talk more about the union and
Mm-hmm.
expansion of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
But which is nothing to do with what we have, the same name, but it's totally different things and philosophy. But we use different techniques to empower or
So let me ask you,
uh,
when
mind and awakening.
you're like social media or something, and you see a lot of these modern, maybe yoga people or breathing, what do you think about that?
Well, there are some people that are good, but in general, in this part of the world, is like do a training of something, yes,
Yeah.
which is that's lost the main point, which is just that help to connect all these techniques that come from the Vedas, that are more the ancient and the more pure
Before
techniques.
they probably why this all plays in everything I do. I talk about health and the sovereign living and everything. It all goes back to we don't know when people started to change things to a way when it's no longer good for us. And I'm sure this is why this is so interesting. Even breathing and yoga, and there are so many modern yoga everyone's doing yoga because it's so cool and trendy, And then it became this, like
Yes, but
and help.
the thing is that everything is in relation of the purpose.
Yeah.
So, which is the purpose? Why you do this?
Mm-hmm.
The main purpose of what all those techniques and pranayamas are here for us
Mm-hmm.
is for the main purpose to connect with yourself and expand our mind and really see the real, the real meaning of everything, and and expand our mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, and have the real knowledge of the thing. The other day, well, I don't want to, yes, no, I'm sorry. I wanted
Go
to
ahead.
start with something and say, oh no, if I start talking about that, we are not going to finish it. For another chapter of your, no, but the thing is, the main point is why you are doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, that help in your health because all this are techniques that help you to feel more alive
Mm-hmm.
and to be more also in relation because well, today we are talking also about the mind and how to focus the mind, but
Mm-hmm.
all these techniques are precisely to to focus your mind in what is really important, and what is really important is why you are here. What is I don't want to talk about purpose, but it's something that you start learning, yes, about yourself, about your path, about what your present, yes,
Mm-hmm.
what you are doing right now. You are in consonance with what you are doing right now. If it's not, what? Because all the answers are inside you. So to take the next step, you need to connect with that part of you that tells you, I thought something is not good where I'm now. This is not what I want to be, but it's not what you want. It's something that if you connect with yourself, it's not what you want. It's something that's telling you that this is where you have to be, because it's something that tells you that this is the path.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really recognize that, everything will like come to you because you are in the correct way, in the
Even
correct path.
cleanse ourselves.
So that is the purpose of
Mm-hmm.
all this. Is and also with the other thing has happened that also some people practicing all the techniques of yoga, kundalini, and that to have more, I don't know, power on something.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also, well, we as yogi and also my swamis and us always were repeating that that is not the main. The yogi had to overcome also that, because the real, how can I say, enlightenment come when you overcome also all the power of manifesting, power of whatever that on the path you are acquiring, but is to overcome that you become more enlightened, and it's like you are there. You have all the knowledge. You have
Yep. I'm just
all the you really find yourself where you have to be, and everything is how is the world? It's like pleasant. Is the world? Yes, that you are like nothing can affect you anymore because you are there. You are
totally
your main
doing my in my act
path.
class right now. What we're working on at the moment is to completely reset your intuition, basically. Because, like you're saying, all the knowledge we need is within us. It will all come to us if we can use it. That's the problem. A lot of people can't use it because of many different things, poison and bad food and bad things. You're watching bad things in this in social media every day. You're poisoning your brain with things. So we need to get back to what we're supposed to do and all of these things. That's why I love you said the ancient books, and that's why I was asking you, because I believe that the older, not to say everything old is correct, and we don't know if they've tried to alter that information too, but I do believe that way back they were way smarter in a way. And yeah, I like the old school stuff, and I like that you've been doing this for so long that I find what you're saying probably being more accurate than somebody that is a cool, trendy influencer yogi. Uh,
Yes, most what you can find is yes, people that have other different goals. Yes,
mhm,
like is to become the I don't know the best breathing worker or the best or how can I say or um I don't know to start to do amazing asanas like how it's called contortionists or I don't know what to call them, but this is really not the main purpose. The main purpose is to that all the asanas, for example,
mhm.
uh, and also in related with the breathing moves the prana of the energy between you. So that is the main purpose of all these practices. So
Wait,
the
tell me,
vibration, the prana,
move the prana. What is the prana? I'm sure a lot of people.
the, yes, the prana is that energy that maintains us alive
Uh
and
huh.
is totally linked to the breathing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so we can move that energy inside us to really have more um, more energy for whatever thing that we want
Yeah,
or
it
want to
says online. I'm
do.
gonna put the links in the
You know?
caption. It's Life Force,
Exactly.
basically. Also says there's
Yeah.
a clothing brand. We don't give a shit about that though.
Yes, but we move that prana, and also are related with the different centers of energy in our body, which are the chakras. So we can, and also from our nostrils, they are divided in Ida and Pingala, and you can move that prana with the breathing work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, to really awaken. Well, awakening, yes,
Yeah.
and you have a clear mind of more about what is your real path,
Mm-hmm.
yes, what, and that is the main thing. People die, most of people die without knowing that,
Yep.
and that is a pity because we are in this world for some, I don't want to say purpose because this purpose is something that is nowadays, oh, find your purpose, but it's not
Well,
that.
I had a conversation with somebody about
it's,
purpose one day, and I
it's
said, so if say a person doesn't have a purpose, right? What if their purpose was to show you what not to do? I don't know. Maybe that was just the purpose they had. So I guess everybody has, even if they don't know it, I'm sure they were here to do something. And then maybe you have another chance later to do a little better, like we talked about past lives.
Yeah.
And maybe you're just keep going until,
Or
and you
yeah.
ascend, more and more and more eventually. So after this one, okay, I'm going somewhere else, and then I'm doing something even better than I did now.
Yes, and also that also can well, what they say as a purpose that can change also during your life. So that is
Mm-hmm.
it's really to connect with your main how can I say, something that's passionate you. It's like to discover that thing that you say that is me. This is my path. But for
Mm-hmm.
that you have to do a very big work on yourself. And that is part of the awakening. Yes. And also that relates also with um uh well with your life.
Yes. Okay, so I prepared
And the breathing
I
this is the main.
Carla, I prepared some questions for you, and I'm just
Yes.
gonna go through them. So I want to ask something, and I want you to just very give a quick answer, and kind of like get people to understand all of this a little better, and why I'm having you on here, and what this actually means for us. So first, I just want to know, like, what's your daily routine? Not everything you do, but when it comes to breathing. How does it look? Like, you wake up, and what do you do, and then through the day and
Yes.
bed.
Yes, I have my main morning routine
Mm-hmm.
that is all related with Ayurveda
Mm-hmm.
and yoga. So in Ayurveda, the routine is called Dinacharya,
Mm-hmm.
and you change by Ritucharya and depending of the season. So you do
Uh-huh.
different
Oh,
things.
okay. Mm-hmm.
But
Interesting.
in relation of the breathing, my first breathing practice that I do in the morning is to activate, as I say, is more two different things. It's depending how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Kapalabhati, which is that we were
Mm-hmm.
talking when we start talking about breathing, which is this repetitive, yes,
Mm-hmm.
like
I got to kind of get
that's
energy.
that's really awaken all your body,
Uh-huh.
and also I add the retention because the
Mm-hmm.
retention also what made that retention
Mm-hmm.
is to move your prana
Uh-huh.
precisely that
Mm-hmm.
we were talking. So that helps. But later, before to go to sleep, I practice Anulom Vilom also with retention, which is that, yes, that you breathe in, retain, breathe out, very calm, and that helps.
Mm-hmm.
But in the morning, I also practice different things. First, when I just wake up, I do uh, yoga nidra,
Uh-huh.
which is you just relax totally all your body and just your well you start to focus your mind and the different energy centers in your body and start to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
And yoga nidra also is a part of the manifestation. You manifest because
Mm-hmm.
your mind and your body are on the perfect state
Mm-hmm.
to manifest. So for that manifestation, we call that um, well, now that's gone. But we have a special time when we start to manifest. And yes, and after that, all my Ayurveda things that is prepare different oils, different massage of the body
Mm-hmm.
with different oils, and yes, that is maybe for another.
Yes, we'll do that another time.
Yes, and I drink, yes, also my, that you also do that, my
But
copper.
no, so
Yeah.
okay, you do breathing in the morning, and then throughout the day, probably the one we just did. And what would you do?
Yes,
Do
that is
you
the
do?
main breathing that I do is in the morning and before to go to sleep. I
Mm-hmm,
have, yes. Uh, and during the day, that that is depending what I was needing. But
mm-hmm,
during all day, I breathe, and I will check that. Now, not so much. That was from the start because I know I changed my breathing. Now, all the time, I'm breathing from my belly. And that is fundamental to have
mm-hmm,
to start to be connected with your body, with the present, and also relax your mind during all day. Because if you breathe from the chest, if you try to do that, uh, one thing that I always say is just think when you are stressed. What's happened? What's happened? No? When you have lot of things and worries in your mind, what's
mm-hmm.
happened when your breath start to be more chest and more fast?
Yep.
But when you are relaxed, your breath is more relaxed also because your
Mm-hmm,
thoughts and the thoughts that come to your mind are more, they have more time between one thought to another.
mm-hmm.
And well, maybe you breathe still with the chest, but if you practice, it's
Or
better. Yes, but
just
relax with the
out.
belly.
If you're allergic,
But
maybe just with your mouth. But
yeah, but what I mean is that that is what the mind make your breathing. But what happens if you have the power to control your mind by your breathing? So that is what we do during the day. If you really start to think how you are breathing at any moment,
mm,
you can control also your mind and the thoughts that come to your mind
yep.
through the breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to wait until you are, I don't know,
It's
stressed
kind of
or
no, okay, good example for people. Anyone on here who's ever had an anxiety attack or something, typically what do they ask you to do? Breathe in a bag, right? To try to focus on so but you don't need the bag for it, but it's a good
no.
example because then you start to focus on your breathing instead of whatever you're stressed about. So it's really the same. You could do it with the darn bag. So if you put a bag on your mouth, now your focus is going to go to this bag you're holding. But again, you don't necessarily need it there.
Yes, but the thing with the bag is the exchange of gases that you also have there. So for
Honestly,
me, it's better not to use, yes,
that's a
the bag, and just start to expand and try to expand my belly, or think that I'm breathing with the lower part of my lungs.
mm-hmm,
And with that, if you take, I don't know, 10 breathings, so with that, change everything.
mm-hmm,
One simple thing is to breathe in 5 times, retain the air 3 times, and
mm-hmm,
exhale 5 times. And
mm-hmm.
all with your nose, in and out, and with the air in your belly. With that, everything changed.
Yeah,
5 times. Repeat that just 5 times.
let's try
10 if you
it.
can.
Okay, so
And after that, everything changed.
mhm. So next question. So let's say that people are listening now and they really want to try this, but they're very busy. They have busy lives. They don't really have time for all this stuff. So if I'm brand new and I just want to get started, what do you recommend? Should I do a morning breathing, something on the day, or at night? What should I start with if I don't have time?
Oh, the thing that you can do at whatever time
Mm-hmm.
is that little thing, is to sit in a place that you
Mm-hmm.
feel safe and
Mm-hmm.
comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are at work, can be, I don't know, in the bathroom.
Yep.
And
We all have
you
time
go,
there.
yeah, yeah, you go there and just sit in a well, at the same way that I told when we started just breathing, that
Mm-hmm.
just feel your body, feel how you are sitting, your column strength, and in the same line. And after that, just focus on how you are breathing. That gives you a lot of information, how you are breathing, and start to make your mind go to the rhythm of your breathing,
Mm-hmm.
and start to breathe with your belly. That is so simple. At any time. It's not night. The thing that I was telling about the evening and the morning and the night,
Mm-hmm.
they are special pranayamas that I use to activate my body or to relax my body. But for someone that just start with this to learn about pranayama or just want to be more aware and to have a better day, just that, without stress, just breathing, just focus in how I'm breathing at this moment. What's happened? Okay, I'm going to calm myself and I will start breathing with my belly. And when you start doing that, that connects with your present, with right now. Yes, and your thoughts start to be more clear.
Mm-hmm.
So all your day just change.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so next question. This is for you personally. If you have a day and you, for some reason, something happened, you don't have time to do your breathing or your routine, how do you feel then?
Uh, well, I always have time for my breathing.
Okay, yeah. You know, priorities. It's the same. I have time for my training because
Yeah,
priorities. So maybe a
yeah. I'm breathing. I'm focused on that all the time. Well, we breathe all the time, yes, but the quality for me is like the quality of my breathing is the quality of my life.
yeah,
And also that has to be also with the longevity and that. I want to live a lot. So
yeah.
you know that all the animals that breathe more, that the rhythm of their breath is more slow,
Mm-hmm.
they are the animals that live longer, like the turtles and that.
Mm-hmm.
And those animals that the rhythm of their the breathing is more short,
Mm-hmm.
um, those animals live less. So that's the same things happen with us. And also, for me, and that come from my first swami that told me, was a woman that told me
Mm-hmm.
that she always say that the we don't have to count our life as the in years.
Mm-hmm.
We must count or the length of our life in the number of breathings, and that's
Yeah,
changed.
heard this before. That's why there was somebody said sometime, uh, the more you breathe, the sooner you die. So it's probably we should probably not exercise at all. This person said, okay, clever, That's not really how it goes. But okay, so if somebody were to start paying attention to their breathing, either they sit down and do this with focus or they just try to start paying attention every day, how what and I maybe this is a weird question, but this is kind of question people ask. How long do you think it takes before you start to notice a change in your well-being, in your
Oh,
how you feel?
that is it's just immediate. Yes. Also, if you for people that just start doing this, one also good recommendation, and these people will feel immediately what I'm talking about, is not just sit and do this exercise. Go for a walk
Mm-hmm.
and start to breathe and to breathe consciously each step that you take, and breathe with and try to um, um, breathe with your belly. yes, at the time that
Mm.
you are working. And you will realize that you are more, I don't know, conscious and aware of what's happening around you. Your mind change, your focus change, your thoughts. You start to think differently. You start to enjoy really the work. Instead of start, oh, I have to do this and like this, yes. Oh yeah, oh,
Yeah.
that changed completely. Just with that change,
Actually, I just
literally.
popped up another question, and this is kind of outside of the not outside of the topic, but I don't know if you would know. But if somebody, let's say somebody has a panic attack, do you know what's going on? Like,
Oh
what is going on in the body when you have a panic attack? Because obviously the breathing gets like this. Do you have any
yeah.
idea, like scientifically, why?
Well,
What's
that
going on?
that is with panic attack when you reach that point. Another things related with the sympathetic, parasympathetic, and other things are
Mm-hmm.
making you be in that situation. So there is
Uh-huh.
another bunch of things that makes you be in that specific
Mm-hmm.
crisis, panic. It's more complex.
Yeah.
But also, when breathing work, that person can, when he start to, before that goes to that level, that he can stop that situation because people can perceive that this is coming
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
before to go that. If they do, yes, the breathing work and practice the breathing work,
Mm-hmm.
he can prevent that goes,
Yeah.
yes, to the
Okay.
no return.
Yeah, I was just
um,
curious if you knew. I'm just thinking about it as we're
yeah,
here.
yes,
Um,
sure.
but do you believe that you could heal yourself from illness only by breath work?
Yeah,
Do you have any
totally. That
do you have any
that
stories?
that that changed, but not just with it's like not just, I may say, not just with the breathing work. The pranayamas is part of the 8 pillars of yoga,
Mm-hmm.
which is yama, niyama,
Mm-hmm.
yes, pranayama. They are different steps that we
Mm-hmm.
go. Pranayama is one,
Mm-hmm.
uh, until you go to the samadhi, yes, and the meditation is in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and the asanas also. So um, if you follow all those steps, sure you can heal whatever thing. It's like and also, well, because when you follow that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, your that, well, from my experience as a yogi and with other yogis
Mm-hmm.
that follows this style of life, it's like, because you are aware of your body all the time. You connect mind, body, spirit, soul, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
your energy. You are always aware of that. You are also conscious of what you eat, what you do, what you feel your body, what is good for you, yes,
Mm-hmm.
what your body is asking you
Yep.
for your good well-being, yeah. And you really, because you are conscious of that, you always follow that thing, and that makes you never, yes, have a really great health. And if you have whatever problem with your health, that's also, health really is that thing that, because we have a really wrong description of what an illness is. The illness really is our body try to make us to survive something.
Yep.
And that something is something related with some drama that we were living,
Yep.
yes? And couldn't have them their awareness of the tools to overcome properly that. So our body express or try to, it's like live our life for our body. So instead of make to go to die, is makes you to process this illness to maintain us alive.
Yeah. Why everything is energy. Everything is connected to energy.
Exactly.
I've looked in a lot to that, like took a look at my old previous issues I had in my life, and everything is connected to something that was some sort
Exactly.
of trauma, which it all makes sense. So I think
Yeah.
people should start looking into this stuff. You can even research whatever. I broke my left hand. Google the spiritual significance between, like, in breaking your left hand, and then read that and see what in your life did that apply to. And usually it makes perfect sense. And then at the end of the day, maybe your job shouldn't be to not hurt your hand, but to work on that trauma that it came from. So I said, whatever people
Yeah.
believe about
So,
this, go read and you'll find
someone,
it's gonna just make sense.
yeah, someone, for example, that's at work that can uh, digest some situations.
Mm,
So that person little by little start to have problems in
yeah. Yep.
their stomach, and later start to maybe have a cancer or whatever related with that. And then,
Mm,
because to defend yourself, your body start to create more cells.
mm,
Yes, to
mm,
really start to digest that thing that you could digest. And it's a situation, yes, a crisis between, yes, our thoughts, how we really see the reality, because sometimes it's just how we, at that moment, how we see that it's like we don't see the things that really are, yes, and that creates, yes, all the drama and this, yeah.
yeah.
So
I,
all the time our body try is, if you go to is the Germanic new medicine, you are going to understand this, which is the fundamental of this is that the whole illness is just to um, give us more life, and we have to, when we discover that, resolving the drama or discover the drama that produced that illness, we can, yes, heal ourselves.
yeah. And we got to process the trauma. I was talking to somebody recently that had a disease, right? And I was just, while we're talking, I'm just Googling, where does this disease come from? It was sexual trauma.
Yeah,
And they told
yeah.
me,
Oh,
like, what? You know,
yeah,
maybe you had something happen to you and maybe you should deal with that, you know? So,
yes.
either way, back to a more,
But all this, no, but all everything
Mhm.
is
Oh,
related, because
yeah.
how you really start to connect with all the things you have in this present at this moment, with all these techniques that help you, like, yes, to move your energy, to really understand what's happening in you. All the things are related. So when you really work in yourself, you have, yes, the clue to, yes, overcome all things, all those things, and be more connected with your present, and, as I say, with your passion and and the thing that what you are doing here, yes, or you must, or you, yes, your dharma, we say in yoga.
So do you think that we're meant to only breathe with our nose? Do you think we're actually meant to use our mouth for breathing?
No,
No.
no, no. In,
Close your mouth, guys, and breathe
in,
with your nose.
in and out, yes. The mouth is just to eat and kiss.
Eat and kiss. That's it. No talking. Just eat and kiss. Sounds like a great word. That should be the
And
introduction.
I like both.
Now my mouth is just for eating and kissing.
Yeah.
That was a great one. That was my well, I had another question. I don't know if this one really makes sense, but when we do like breath work, when we actually breathe properly, do you know what scientifically happens in the body? Like, what? I know you're a scientist, that's why I have the question.
Well, yes, there is a scientific view and there is a more holistic view. Yes,
Yeah, and you're both.
from the yes from the holistic view is all this from the breathing we are moving all this prana,
Hmm.
yes, and energy in
Hmm.
the in the body that you can feel really, but from the that you are more, I don't know, relaxed, but at the same time empowered. Yes, that give you when you are really, yes, in your in connected, yes, with energy inside you.
Hmm.
From the scientific, uh, yes, of course, is how all our um, gases, yes, in our body
Hmm.
start to be, for example, when we retain the air, or when we start to breathe in and maybe 4 times, return for 16, and breathe out for 8 times. Yes,
Uh,
long. That's also, or the Kapalabhati. All that things help to exchange the residual air that is, yes, in our lungs, yes. So that makes that our cells, red cells, will be more oxygenated.
mhm.
You have more oxygen also for your brain, and because all the residual, yes, um, air that you have in your lungs start to be exchanged. But not only that, we have receptors in our arteries that also sense, yes, the um, the amounts that CO2, yes, that we have in our blood, or oxygen that we have in our blood. So with this most that is more, those those receptors are more activated during the retention part, yes, with the air out of with the air in,
Okay.
and that's also have to be with your parasympathetic and sympathetic, yes, system that start to, yes, regulate
Hmm.
both, and that makes, yes, things in all your system, your metabolism, and start to work in your um, cardiovascular system. Yes, all they start to function. So that is all, yes, related. And so yes, from that, fundamentally, yes, our metabolism and cardiovascular are controlled with the breathing work, and that there are a lot of, yeah, scientific work on that we can, yes, we can find. I want to know, yes, some, yes, to present some of that scientific work in my yeah, social media and my videos and that. Yeah.
Yes. So that was my last question. I'm actually going to show everybody. You can go to drcarlucciplace.com, and I've helped her designing all the stuff, so I already know what's inside the book, and it's great. Check it out. It's in Spanish and in English, and
Yes.
you can get the course. She has a video course, and then there's also a book. Um,
Yes, in that course, I teach those techniques that I was talking about, which is
yeah.
what I do in the morning and later at night.
Mm-hmm.
Those are specific techniques and one variation of that. So you, little by little, you
Mm-hmm.
are going, you are progressing, yes, in the breathing work, and to catch a more the technique more in depth to activate your body and to relax your body, and you can use that, yes, whatever, at whatever moment you need it. One of them, which is the Nadi Sodhana pranayama. I'm use that not just in the morning. I use that also when I have to present or to do some talk on scientific congress and that, or if I have to do some, yes, presentation or something. That's calm my mind and focus, and
Mhm.
I'm just doing that all very relaxed. So yeah.
I need to try that. Actually, I never thought of it. I have a girl right now that I am helping. She's going to compete. And now I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I should give her some breath work to do
Yeah.
for the
Before to go to, yeah, to the
I
stage. That
first time ever doing that. That's actually
that
very genius. I never thought.
that helped a lot.
Yeah. Now you can do
It-
competition prep too.
yeah. Yes, totally. The breathing work, yes. Before whatever thing that expose you to some this that
Mhm.
is the one that we use, the alternative
Uh,
breathing.
yeah.
Yes. That one. Yes. I
Oh.
explained that in my course. Yes.
Hmm.
That is with the retention.
But
First, it's better to start
why
with that.
why these fingers? Does it have to be these fingers?
Okay, yes,
Can
you
can
can
I not
use
do like
these fingers, or you can put your
that?
finger here
No.
and alternate. Yes, this is called alternated breathing.
Uh-huh.
One nostril and the other nostril. Yes,
But
this is Ida
can
Pingala that is
that,
working.
is this wrong?
Yes, this one is
Mhm.
because this was created with the yogis,
Uh-huh.
um, because with when you put the fingers this way,
Mm-hmm.
those other fingers, if you try do it,
Uh-huh.
you think that the strength of the fingers, they become more weaker.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they are more, so they do this because they are sometimes hours doing this.
Uh-huh.
So if they use maybe those fingers, this is too much pressure for this part of the body that is very sensitive.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering when we did your course or your Zoom that day, and I was like, why is it those fingers? I'm thinking. I was like, there's probably
Because these fingers become weaker in
mm-hmm.
this way. If
Mm-hmm.
they are weaker, if you try, this is very strong.
Yeah.
This, if you put the hands here, those
Uh-huh.
become weaker. Yes.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
uh, because the yogis are doing this for long, yes, yes, maybe hours,
Oh.
that becomes very, yes, very bad for your nostril. That is
Oh, okay.
this organ is very delicate.
Yes.
So that is
Mhm.
for not damage
Oh,
the
okay.
nose
That was
organ. Yeah,
I had no idea.
that is that is just the reason. But this pranayama was created in this way. Also, if we do for a short time, not as long as the yogi, this is the way that we distinguish this specific pranayama. And also, people also when they, not just for people that are advanced, also people when just start put sometimes too much
Yeah.
pressure here,
Yeah.
that they create, yes, lesions internally, yes, on your nostrils. So that is to avoid all that things, all that damage.
That makes sense. Okay. That was
Yeah.
my last question. Or my last thing.
Good.
Do you have any questions? I'm about to what do we have here? Oh, it's super late for you, right? It's 9:30 here. I haven't even eaten yet. I'm gonna eat. I've been eating
Oh,
once a
yeah.
day. I'm trying out different things. I just do whatever feels good right now. Some days I fast, some days
That's
I do
good.
vegan, some days I do carb.
Well,
Now I've been eating once a day for 4 days in a row, just to see how it feels. And
yeah, that is amazing. That is also one from the
mhm,
Ayurveda. We always say, yes, you have to give your body what they need, but for that you have to be aware. Yes,
mhm.
and really connect with your body. And
Right?
in Ayurveda, we always say, drink drink when you want to drink and eat when you want to eat. Sometimes
Yeah.
people start to eat when they want to drink
Yeah.
and drink when they want to
That's
eat, and that complicates everything.
Yeah, and I said when I go on my Instagram, I was telling Joel today, it's funny. I open my phone. First, there's a vegan hating carnivores, and then there's a carnivore hating vegans. And it's like this war going on. And I was like, and I was talking to somebody one day and I was commenting on a post and I was oh, it was a carnivore post and I was saying, do you know this is the information you're sharing is just incorrect. And I said, just to be clear, I eat meat, like I'm on your side here, but the way you're saying it is just crazy. And now you're sitting here hating on vegan people. I was like, there's nothing wrong with the vegan food, it's the
No.
quality. And you have to learn to listen to your body. I feel incredible. For almost a year now, I have not weighed my food. I do not eat a certain amount of times per day. I don't eat at a certain time per day. Sometimes I just don't eat at all. And I feel great. I look great. I feel strong. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to keep. If you're competing or something, you're a bodybuilder. Okay, that's a different thing. Or people here were fighting. When they go into fight prep, of course you're going to need to
Yeah,
change things. That's a
yeah.
different story. But for
But
you,
also,
you're,
their body will tell them
yeah.
what they need when they are
But
training more hard.
I was asking Joel because he finally got a fight, right? So we're super
Yes,
excited. And I said to him,
yeah,
"What? Okay, I'm so interested because I was a bodybuilder. What do you do for your prep? Because I've seen crazy things go on here." And he was like, "Yeah, I don't do what these crazy people do." So I was like, "What do you do?" He's like, "Well, I just intuitively eat, and then when I get close to the weigh-in, I just fast for a few days, and then that's it." Because
yeah,
also he eats good stuff all the time, and I do too. Like, why do I need? And now when I feel good and I don't have these crazy cravings and everything, why does it matter if my body's screaming for? Like, we go to this Ayurvedic restaurant. You sometime you got to come visit so we can bring you there because it's incredible. I go there and I was
yeah.
like, I
I
just
want
want
to know.
these Ayurvedic pancakes because they're so delicious. And I eat so much of it and I feel so good. So why is that a bad thing? If when I know my body and all my tests and everything is incredible, all my health issues are gone, of course, like and that's healthy food. Why couldn't I eat that? I will just eat that. Or some days I'm just craving to make my brownies. So then I make my brownies and I eat all
Yeah,
of them. And another day I'm craving a steak all day long, then I'm just eating that. Or I don't even want to say craving because it's not a craving. It's just like
no,
my body's
no. Your body is asking for that.
yes.
But this is in you because you are connected with your body and you understand what your body is telling you. This is not for all people that, oh, okay, I have this, I don't know, I want to treat this treat or whatever. This is totally different.
Yes.
It's not to eat whatever you want, it's to
Mm-hmm.
eat whatever your body really need, but to
Yeah.
be in that specific stage to really connect with that,
Mm-hmm.
you have first to really purify your body. You have
Yeah.
first to really do a detox
I
uh,
that people should
things.
be tracking food. I think people should
Yeah,
track food because if you don't track what you're eating, you're never going to find out what makes you feel good and bad. If I hadn't gone
like,
through the bodybuilding life, weighing food, take eating chicken, not eating chicken, going with all these things, I would probably not have figured out all the things. And now I know today I can eat pretty much anything as long as it's real food. I can't eat poisonous chemicals and shitty oils,
yeah,
but as long as it's real food, I can eat anything. No limitation. And the other day, what I have realized, I can still not eat gluten in the United States. I can eat it from other countries, but
yeah,
we actually went to the Ayurvedic restaurant, and I always get these pancakes and this quesadilla and stuff, and I do the gluten free one. And she accidentally gave me the bread, the wheat bread,
oh, so,
and I said, you
yeah,
know what?
what's it?
Fine. I said, it's okay. I'll eat it. Oh, no. I did not feel good. Not good at all. All day it felt like garbage. Okay, so I will stay away from the gluten. Okay, fine. Everything else is fine, but gluten, no. Not even
No.
if it's healthy bread, it doesn't work.
Coffee, whatever. No,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
doesn't work.
Yes, it's like we're here around when
Yeah.
I'm in Boston, little Italy,
Hmm.
North End,
Yeah.
and here, well, they say that they bring all the, all the flour that
Yeah.
where they prepare the pasta and the pizza and all the things
Uh-huh.
that's around here, but no, no, so I don't trust. If I have to, yes, if I want to eat something, I prefer to wait when I'm again in Europe or in Italy or whatever. That is totally different and it's incredible. Yes, the food outside, yes, here is totally different.
Do you want to know
So
something cool? So I just got a text here a little while back. So I have not been eating any eggs because I don't want to buy them in the grocery store. But finally found a guy that has a farm, right? So I asked the guy, "What do you feed your chickens?" And he texted me pictures of all this food he's feeding the chickens. And I said, "Is it no GMO? Is it organic?" He's like, "I don't know. Wait, let me take pictures." He's taking pictures of all the bags, and I said, "Well, that one that you have is great. The other one, I don't know about that one." He's like, "Well, I mix them a little bit, but do you know what I can do?" He said, "I can change their feed." He texted me now, "Hey Max, so did you want eggs this week? So just to let you know, I changed the chickens' diets
wow,
to only the organic, no GMO food. So they eat a little less eggs than usual. But is that okay with you?" I was like, "You know what? Thank you." He was so helpful. So I've actually been
wow.
eating those eggs every single day now, 6 eggs a day.
And the,
Feel
yeah,
incredible. No bloating, no issues in the bathroom. Because in the grocery store, that is a total
no,
hit or miss. I can't. No, it's
no.
not even worth it. But
Yes,
that's
mine all
sweet. Like
come
there's
from the
so
farm. But
everything.
this is those are also from Jack from the meat guy.
Uh huh.
Great. Yes, me too. And that is
Yeah, I love
just
it.
from the farm.
I love eggs.
Just
And
one ingredient. Yes, and I
yeah,
start to eat. Yes,
and I
that
cook
way.
it in the air fryer now, the eggs, and I put cheese, raw cheese. No. Oh shit. Hold on. Wait. No, don't do this to me. Wait a second, guys. Don't. Hold on. It's my computer that I always have too many cables plugged in, so your Mac will go to sleep, it says. Okay. I guess it's a sign we're supposed to hang up now.
Yeah.
It's not even working. Yeah. I
Okay.
need more holes in my computer for cables. There's a camera and the microphone and the Rode Comcaster.
Everything.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough.
Yes. I'm frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, there I
Work.
am.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go eat, and you probably gonna go to bed soon, I assume. And
Yes, I will do my breathing.
yeah, perfect.
Prepare my water in my copper, yes,
Yes, copper's
glass,
good,
and
guys. That's
yes,
another conversation for a different day. We'll do next. Okay,
yes,
I'm
a
gonna
different day.
do a good night, and I'm gonna turn off before the computer dies because I need to grab the file for the recording.
Yes,
Wait,
please.
yeah.
That's great. Thank you.
Have a good
I
night.
love to be here. You, Max. Yes, love you.
Love you. Bye bye.
Breathe, breathe, breathe.
Oh, yeah, I will. Okay, I'm
Yes.
gonna jump off before my computer dies. Uh, I'm still working on trying to find it. But either way, guys, go check out some Pure Blood merch. I'm gonna go. Am I going live tomorrow too? Yeah, I am actually. I'm going live tomorrow with just about pyramids. That's gonna be pretty cool. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Not sure what time yet. I will keep you guys posted. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go eat. I love you all.